Can I go and sit in the car now, Andy?
Yes, I'm sure we can arrange that.
Okay,
Absolutely.
cool. I'm going to turn on the siren now. Right,
Yeah.
let's see. Hello everybody and welcome to Silverstone. I'm joined by Andy from Aston Martin and he is going to walk us through the safety car. The safety car's sat right there and I thought, why not? Let's go find out a little bit more about it. Now Andy, what do you do for Aston Martin?
So I have the very grand sounding title of Head of Performance Driving for Aston Martin. So yeah, I'm very lucky.
Performance driving.
So this is
right here.
performance driving, absolutely.
Right,
yeah.
talk us through this safety car then. What is special about this car?
So this is safety car number 3 of 3 that Aston supplied to the Formula One calendar for the year. This is a car that's only just finished its testing, which has been done here at Stowe. We have to put a certain amount of kilometres on the car before it's being signed off as fit for purpose for F1 to use out on the circuit. So this is number 3. Number 1 and 2 are currently over in Baku in Azerbaijan for the Grand Prix at the weekend. Those 2 cars will then go on to Montreal in Canada, and then we'll return back here to base, which is just here where we are now at Stowe. And then this car will take over alongside one of the other 2 cars to start at the Silverstone Grand Prix in a few weeks' time.
So this is the British Grand Prix safety car?
This will be the British Grand Prix safety car.
Right
correct,
here,
yes.
that's very cool. That's very cool. Right, let's have a little walk around then, shall we? And
sure.
Talk us through what we're looking at.
So it's based on our F1 edition, which is the sort of pinnacle of our Vantage range at the moment. Produces same horsepower, which is 528 horsepower. It is also beefed up on the suspension to take the extra weight. As you can imagine, the amount of kit that we have to put into the car, especially when Bernd and co-driver Richard are in there with all their screens and all their safety gear as well. There's an additional weight that we have to compensate for. The aero kit, similar to the F1 edition, but not identical. Again, it had to be beefed up and upgraded to take on the extra weight and downforce required to lead the F1 pack around the circuit, really. The wheels for this year are up to 21 inches as opposed to 20 for last year. The rear wing at the back is slightly larger, and the same diffuser at the back and the side skirts as well. You might spot the light box on the top. That was custom developed and designed by our in-house design team that come up with the beautiful designs of the cars as well. So we had to sort of work out a system of how it was going to be bonded to the roof, how it's going to be secure obviously, but also for the airflow and the aerodynamics, not to upset that. So we go to all the work of putting on new splitters and rear spoilers, only to sort of fall foul, if not, of having a big light box that looks like a brick on the top of a car. So we had to get something that was nice and aero and sympathetic for the car, which you can see it obviously is. The track, as you probably know, is split up into sectors, and there'll be a strict instruction from race control which will come through on the screens inside the car to say through this certain sector you must actually achieve this average speed and not exceed it. So perhaps differing to a lot of other people's opinions that they hear on TV of saying the safety car's not going quick enough, they are very, very much acting on direction from the race director and race control.
So that system kind of just works, as you say, wherever they are on the track. It can vary. That it may say, right, you can speed up now for this sector.
Correct.
And then, as you say, marshals on track.
Yes.
So that's maybe where the drivers get a bit more angsty. Is
they do indeed.
When they're in the slower sectors.
They do. Yeah, they do. It's like, come on, speed up. You know, we need to go quicker. But there's a reason why it has to actually meet that target. So yes, we can usually go quicker than the car is doing, but obviously acting upon the instruction.
Of course. Can I go and sit in the car now, Andy?
Yes, I'm sure we can arrange that.
Okay,
absolutely,
cool. Right,
yeah.
I'm going to sit in the driver's seat. Yes. I'm going to turn on the siren now. What would the siren be used for, Andy?
Just for warning other, whether it's pedestrians or cars that the car was approaching, really, because you definitely wouldn't hear it over the sound of the
That's
F1
very
engines.
true. Right, let's see. I feel like I was driving a police car. That's mad. That's awesome. What's that? Is that a rear view mirror?
That's a rear view mirror for a live feed from the cam from behind. So obviously when the car is leading the pack around, they can get a good view without having to peer just in that. It gives them more of a full view of the whole pack.
So if you were in that passenger seat, what is your primary role then? All that information, are you soaking it up and feeding it to Bernd?
Exactly. Yeah. Yes, exactly. Yeah, they're the main point of contact through to race control and have all the banks of information on here to be able to absorb. Bernd's obviously totally focused on his driving, the driving side. He's a very experienced ex-DTM driver and Porsche Super Cup driver, but that's his expertise, and Richard's in the passenger seat taking on board all the instructions.
And one last thing, I know I've pleaded you to sit in the driver's seat, but can I turn it on?
Of course, you've got to be able to hear that noise, that sound exhaust.
Okay, here we go. I'm turning on the safety car. You weren't lying. That is juicy.
You can feel it, can't you, vibrating through the car? Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
And you can give it a few revs as well.
Can I?
Yeah,
Oh my
you hear the
God.
crackle pop.
Are you ready? I actually came off my... Oh my God. Okay, wow, that's... Yeah, one more.
It gets a bit addictive.
Yes, okay. Petrol just goes. Thank you so much, Andy.
That's a pleasure.
Absolute pleasure. I mean, this has been amazing. Thank you so much for running us through it.
Good experience. You'll be able to watch it at Silverstone now.
That's the third one.
That's number 3. Superb.
Amazing. Thanks so much.
Pleasure.